Green light. Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. If you need a roof, you call Parish. Also, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Okay, y'all. What a day yesterday was. So we didn't get to talk about it here because we hadn't yet broken the story. But your boy got a call on Wednesday that the governor was facilitating bringing a live tiger back to Tiger Stadium. And there were a lot of people at LSU very displeased. So spent a lot of the day Wednesday evening and then Thursday morning vetting the story. And ultimately, we rolled with it over at LouisianaSports.net. So welcome Omar the Tiger to Tiger Stadium on Saturday night. So whatever. I mean, I would love it if Mike was the tradition of Mike the Tiger being in Tiger Stadium was back. I don't feel super awesome about Omar the Tiger getting in Mike's cage and taking a lap. But whatever. Did a whole podcast. I talked about it on AFR. Did a whole podcast on Locked On if you want my full opinion on it. But I'd love to know what y'all think. So drop me a comment and let me know what you think about the whole Tiger situation. I've been pretty consistent. Like I say it tongue in cheek. It's like, Tiger, you live a great life. All I'm asking is, your rent is just 7 days a year. Get in a little cage, take one lap around the field, go back to your life. That's all I ask. So I joke about it tongue in cheek, but I'm kind of serious. Like I certainly don't want animals to be abused. I also know that LSU had the tradition of Mike going around the field for decades, and those tigers were never any worse for the wear. They lived long, great lives. And I can also look at Bevo at Texas and all the dogs like Uga and Reveille that go into these stadiums. And, the Auburn Eagle, his name is Tiger, does the, lands in midfield. I mean, Ralphie the Buffalo. I mean, live mascots are a great part of college football's tradition and all of college tradition. So I think it's awesome to have a live friggin' tiger in the stadium. It's incredible. Let me say that out loud and actually think about it. It's a frigging tiger in the stadium. That's crazy and awesome. So I guess my thought is like, if you train the tiger to do this, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And I would love to see it. Bringing in Omar the tiger, though, from some like wildlife refuge in Florida is a little weird, but whatever. All right, let me know your thoughts, y'all. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Appreciate y'all for being here. As always, we'll say some good mornings. Brian Wynn, Wendell Norman, good morning, y'all. Connor O'Neill. Bengals remind me all those 7-9 Saints teams where Breeze had to throw for a bajillion yards, keep the Saints competitive. That's about right. Bengals lost last night to the Ravens 35-34. Burrow engineered would look like it would be the game-tying touchdown drive to send the thing to overtime. Bengals decided to go for two. And 2-point conversion attempt was no good. So Bengals fall. Tough season, man. Burrow's playing at an MVP level, but the team success just hasn't followed. And that's a lot on the defense, not that dissimilar from those Saints teams that you're talking about. Let's see. Hunter, as a Florida fan, I'm honestly happy Florida came out and said they're keeping Billy. I feel like it will help with recruiting. That's interesting, Hunter, to know you're a Florida fan. Well, welcome. I guess I just always assume everybody's is an LSU fan. But, everybody's an LSU fan that watches this. But interesting. the timing was interesting because it feels like Strickland was getting out ahead of it because of he knows what's likely to come. So Florida just lost to Georgia. This week they have to go to Texas. Then they play LSU. Then it's Ole Miss. Then at Florida State. They're very likely staring down a 4-game losing streak. And then maybe 5, but Florida State's atrocious, so we'll see what goes on there. But ADs stick to the guys they hire, man, because athletic directors are judged by their hires, in large part your football hire. So, yeah, Strickland's going to give Napier a bunch of rope because it's also a reflection on him. Hey, Jacob, good morning. Brett, good morning. Thomas, westbound and down. Love it, man. Jingle Day 12 Jingle Gate. We'll get it, man. We'll get it. You got me in the habit now. Hey, Austin, good morning. Can we finally get a Bama's Burning t-shirt with your face on if we win tomorrow? Not a bad idea. It's funny. So hang on, I want to show you all this. So there are 2 new shirt designs up. Oh, God. They're over at 929 Misfits. So if you're a Saints fan, there's a Merry Christmas for Darren Rizzi with a Christmas tree, and the fleur-de-lis is the ornament on the top. If you want to check that out, Merry Christmas. And then Musso came up with this idea on AFR, like sort of spontaneously. It's like, when's somebody going to put Omar, like, or it's like EAUXMAR. I was like, print the shirts. It's like, oh, that's great. So Musso went and made the design. So there's an Omar the Tiger. There's an Omar the Tiger shirt. It's EAUX-MAR, Omar the Tiger. Oh, man. It's so good. I wish it was easy to get them printed for today or for tomorrow. I'd wear it for whiskey and wine. We'll do some Bama's Burning. That's cool. Damon, good morning. Good morning. Abner, good morning. Turn my friends in Alabama into Evermore. They really like it. Love it, Abner. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Evermore has national distribution, man. They're like a national distribution deal at 7-Eleven. So like all over the country, we go into 7-Eleven. They got it. Obviously, Rouse's carries it, and there's Rouse's in Alabama too. So, yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome. They're great people, and was talking about for my friends over at Evermore earlier this week too. Heather, who handles their marketing, does a great job. So they've been really thrilled with the partnership. Trivia, good morning. Brian Wynn. Yeah, I saw that. Well, you know what, Brian? I was driving. So after the show yesterday, I went over to Supper Club and had dinner. And on the way home, was listening. The game was on, and there was about 4 minutes to half, and Catholic scored, and it was like 38-20. And I'm like, 38-21? I'm like, did you say 4 minutes to half? And sure enough, man, I was like, oh, God, like defense optional. Go Bears. Weston Weaver. Jeannie Marie, as long as he's ready for Bama, bring him back. I miss the live Tiger tradition. That's always a story opponents tell about being a Tiger Stadium. That's true. JD, good morning. Omar Gate 24. Omar the Tiger is weird. Give him a Louisiana nickname. Mike, yes. Any other Tiger? No. I went to LSU in the 80s when Mike was in the stadium every game. That's a thought. Poor execution. So, look, I was a student at LSU from 01 to 04. And Mike was in the stadium every game. I mean, that didn't stop until 2015. And I was covering the team at the time. And I remember, so Mike the 6th, who was Roscoe, if you remember. So Mike the 5th, who was the Tiger that LSU got in 1990, was there from 90 to 07. So Mike the 5th died. They get Mike the 6th from a Tiger, refuge place in Indiana. And he went in the stadium from 07 till he died. And when they got this new Mike the 7th, he was really having trouble like acclimating and going into the in the little cage and all that sort of stuff. So Um, uh, so they stopped it in 2050 because there were some days he would, some games he would, and some games he wouldn't. So it was kind of like you never knew if he was actually going to do it. And then they just discontinued the practice altogether. So my suggestion is when you get a new tiger, when this tiger dies and you get a new mic, and if you get a cub, well, train it to go in the stadium, and it's doable. Hey, Dad, good morning. Joseph Baggert, catching Morning Scone live for once. Heading to BR tonight. All right, Joseph, appreciate you for being there, man. Good to see you. Happy Friday. We are the LSU Fighting Tigers. Seth, a live tiger for a college football game just screams America. Kind of screams India. Because aren't like live tigers all over India? Omar. Jason H, I'm about it. Hunter, love the Saints even more. Bengals and Browns are a cursed franchise. You know the thing, Jeannie, like, I don't know about that. I think they've just been poorly run franchises for a long time. But like the Bengals have been to Super Bowls. They haven't won a Super Bowl, but I mean, they went to 2 Super Bowls in the 80s, and Burrow just got them back to another one. 3 years ago. So, I mean, they've been to the Super Bowl. They haven't won it, but they've been. The Browns, it's a little different. Tiger Poppy, more Matt. Any chance you'll interview Omar before Saturday night? So Tiger Poppy, it's funny you say that. I was talking to Gordy Rush yesterday, and he suggested we get T-Bob a field pass before the game and have him go down and like interview Omar, like get him go do some content on the field with Omar before the game. Let's see. Good morning, go Tigers. Beat Bama Friday. Why are these Facebook user? I don't know why the Facebook names aren't showing up here today. That's interesting. Morning, Matt from Birmingham. Plan on finding an LSU community posting up at a friendly place to watch the game. Quite a few of us in enemy territory. Go Tigers. Yeah, sorry about this. I don't know why the Facebook comments are just showing up as Facebook user today. It's not, your names aren't showing up, so I apologize for that. Hold that, Omar. These are really good. Kyrie, what's up, man? Notice how AK mentioned Rizzy being a leader after practice. Kind of funny. Rizzy literally said, I'm a leader of men. The thing you've said, Dennis, is not. There was a comment that Kamara made a few weeks back that was very telling. When they lost the Chargers game, in the post-game locker room, someone asked him about, Dennis Allen's job security, and he effectively wouldn't answer the question. And the way he said it, it was very evident, like his unwillingness to answer was the answer kind of thing. And so, Ross Jackson was he covers Saints for LouisianaSports.net. And Ross ran a quote after the game on Sunday with the Panthers. When he ran it anonymously. He asked a player if Dennis Allen had lost the locker room or was losing the locker room. And the player's response was, it's been lost. Sometimes it's obvious to everyone except the people it needs to be obvious to, and that's the case with Mickey Loomis. Let's see. Pat Huseman, when I see live mascots in large crowds, I always think and laugh of the movie Semi-Pro. Brian Thomas, good morning, man. Good morning. Nathan, what you got to say about GameCoin athlete on fire athletes, by the way? What are they going to call it next year? You talk about that. Nathan, I'm happy to have any conversation that you want about that. The platform is amazing. The name change was necessary because of federal regulation. I don't know what you're upset about. The platform is launched. Tokenomics are in play the same as they were always explained to be. It looks incredible. There's a marketing strategy to grow it. I'm fired up about it. I just don't understand people like you that only want to complain in life. Um, the easiest thing, and this is morning Scone, so I'm not going to go off. I would love to go off on you, but I'm not because people have their coffee and they're going to work. Um, the easiest thing over the last 3 years would have been for David Mailer to punt that whole project. He didn't need this. David runs a huge company, got family, makes lots of money. He didn't need this. But they had the vision, started it, and he's been accountable the entire way and transparent and continued on, by the way, investing all of his own money, never taking a dollar from anyone to build out this platform. Even 3 years ago when you saw the charitable donations part of the tokenomics, David never took liquidity out of the token. He paid those donations, him personally, so as not to take liquidity out of the token. He has been upright, upstanding, ethical, and awesome the entire way. And I'll go to bat for that dude any day of the week. And people like you, quite honestly, suck. You suck. You're the ones that have made the whole process all the way along miserable. So we're going to go grow it, and it's going to be awesome. I'm fired up for it. We do it in spite of you, and good riddance to you. Instead of sitting there and asking a question like, what can we do? How can we help? Will it grow? How can we help it grow? All you want to do is complain. It's annoying. And I wish this wasn't Morning Scone so I could use all the words I want to use. But how about this, Nathan? Sit back, kick your feet up, and enjoy the ride because it's going to be fun. Dork. Vernell, good morning. Totally against bringing another live tiger. Hate to see them caged up, so I hate to see that thought. Roll Tide 99, one more day. Irfan Sayad Gamorgan. Must have had some gumbo. Spurge, good morning. Great perspective on Locked On. Thanks, Spurge. Appreciate it, man. So I did 2 episodes of Locked On. I did one episode last night that is just about the tiger, right? So it's like a bonus episode. It's just about the tiger. So if you want my full, it's about 20 minutes. And then I have the regular Locked On episode, which just went live, which is our final preview, score prediction, everything for LSU and Bama. Now, this I agree with. If LSU loses, it's going to be the Omar game. Let's get an elephant next year. So I compared this to the Purple Pants game against Kentucky in 95. Kentucky was not, I got to turn up Drew's music. I'm coming right back. Here you go, Thomas.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. From your hometown.
Okay. Parish Construction Roof. You need North Peace, go to Brock. You need a roof called Parish, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Remember Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, semaglutide, tirzepatide, the once-a-week injections for weight loss. If you want to learn more, do the whole thing over telemed, never any contracts, lowest prices, and they'll ship your medicine anywhere in the country. So check it out, Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. But anyway, so to Cajun Country's point about the Omar game, so I said I compared it to 95 Purple Pants game against Kentucky. LSU busted out Purple Pants. They went on the road. They lost in Lexington to Kentucky, which was a terrible football team. And so they basically burned the Purple Pants. They didn't burn them. I think they sold them. And there's still some you'll find, memorabilia places around town. But this would be the Omar game. Everyone's going to say Omar jinxed him. Should invest in a hologram system, have Tupac bring a tiger on a leash. So Rolf McCollister, who you may know, from the business report, Rolf sent me a few videos yesterday that he and a couple other people came up with that it's kind of like their proposal is like an animatronics type thing. Like if you go to like a dinosaur exhibit and the big dinosaurs that come to life and move, do that for like a tiger that would roar and stuff like that and bring that in the stadium. The teenage me shed a tear when Lack got moved. End of an era, man. Jonathan Martin, good morning. Michael Sumner, best of all worlds. DA gone. Saints go 10-7, win the division, won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but sure. Charlie, good morning. Jeannie, good morning. Chance, crazy how much Jamar Chase torches Baltimore. Oh, he was incredible last night. 3 touchdowns. The first one was insane. If you haven't seen it, the first touchdown Jamar Chase had yesterday was, I mean, he ended up with 264 and 3 touchdowns. The first one that he caught, split 2 defenders, got to the sideline. Out. I mean, it looked like 3 guys had the angle on him, and he just exploded. It was unbelievable. I mean, there were 3 different times you thought, they got it. They got the angle on him. And that ain't college or high school, but that's the NFL, man. It's unbelievable. Let's see, haven't asked in a while what kicks we kicking today. So I have to go to Jason, I got to go to an event over at Lod Cook today around lunch. It's Football Fridays. You probably heard it advertised. And so I'm one of the moderators of it, or MCs of it. So that's why I have LSU shirt on today, and I'll put on my purple and gold Jordans today. Rob, they need to play Omar whistling, and everyone say Omar coming like on the wire. So Rob, I don't know the reference because I never saw The Wire, but someone mentioned that to me yesterday. So I think we need to find that drop. I need to find that drop, find what it is, because a couple of people made that reference. That would make sense. Kelly, good morning. Tiger Diver, good morning. Brad, do you think Sean Payton could have won with this Saints roster? It seems it's more a Dennis Allen problem. Well, let me put it this way. One, what? Do I think with a better coach, you beat Atlanta in a game where you don't allow a defensive touchdown? Yes. With a better coach, do I think you beat Carolina? Yes. I don't know that you win at Kansas City, and I don't know that you win any of the games with Rattler starting. Although, remember, you were leading against Tampa. I mean, I think it's safe to say instead of 2-7, minimum, you're 4-5 right now with better coach. So you're still very much in it. Let's see. Smash the like button if you would subscribe to the channel. Kyrie, AK, has been saying it without saying it the past 2 seasons. The other week he said the players still wanted to play hard for each other. No doubt. You read between the lines. Leslie, good morning. Good morning. Brett, where did you get the LSU shirt? Look sharp. Yeah, so this is a company called Snaps. So these are Snaps. They're the pearl snaps. I don't know if you can tell. It's a beautiful shirt, man. The guy, company that does this style of shirt, and they're starting to roll out a collegiate line. And so guy reached out to me. He's from Baton Rouge, as a matter of fact. I think he lives in San Antonio now, maybe. Anyway, we need to reconnect. Anyway, so he sent. That happens sometimes. People send you product, and maybe to get a mention, to promote it, or to see if there's a deal that could be done for advertisement. So, guy reached out and said, "Hey, I'd love to send you a shirt." I was like, "Okay, great, yeah, send me." And I love it. I mean, this is it's high quality. Like the material is thick but breathable. It kind of looks like a fishing shirt, but it's not. There's a zipper right here too. I don't know if you can see that, but these snap pockets here. I mean, it's a really good looking shirt, and I like it a lot. So, anyway, and I told him, I wore it on Whiskey and Wine a couple weeks ago, and I told T-Bob, I was like, the name of the company is Snaps, and they're selling collegiate branded shirts. Like, you and Aaron for your show, Snaps, should absolutely do a deal with this guy. I mean, the synergies are perfect there. Anyway. Nathan Rice's birthday. Score prediction. You know what, Charlie? I give you my score prediction on today's episode of Locked on LSU. So maybe go check that out. I won't make you. I picked LSU 34-27. Picked LSU by a touchdown. So I think it's a close game, good game, but I think LSU probably a late score wins it. Now that I gave it to you, I would still appreciate it if you go listen to or watch Locked on LSU. Epics Boom, good morning. Thomas, let's see. God forbid Nuss was to be out. Do you think Joe has a scheme built around the second quarterback? Oh, man. We've seen Ricky Collins in mop-up time. I think if you lose Garrett Nussmeier, you're just in a world of trouble because of your inability to run the ball. Now, Ricky does give you the dimension of running the ball, which Garrett doesn't. And Ricky's a really good athlete, man. If you watch, I watch him play at Woodlawn, and he's got that. He's got that winner in him. You know what I mean? Like I saw him play against Catholic in a good Catholic team, right? And he's at Woodlawn, and Woodlawn's a good team, but not like a bunch of D1 kids like Catholic had. And he was the best player on the field, like took over the game and won. So Ricky's got that in him, man, but it would be so different. And your inability to run the ball is really challenging. Which is, why Nuss has had to be darn near flawless. So hard to imagine another quarterback, an inexperienced quarterback, would be that good. I got about 2 minutes. Shrey, what do you think was the biggest reason for the drop-off the record Saints in 07-08 than being able to win it all in 09? Yeah, it's a good question. It was the defense. Remember you brought in Greg Williams, and you had Greg come here. I think 09 might have been Greg's first year with the Saints when they won it. It was. That was the difference. So Williams came in, and the thing about Greg's defense in 09 is you were so opportunistic. Turnover margin, like you just always created turnovers and got defensive scores. Remember the Jets game was huge in the Dome. I think it was week 5. That was the difference. Your offense was amazing under Drew Brees in those 07-08 teams, but the defense faltered. Defense was bad. And they brought in Greg Williams, and it turned the defense around, and ultimately it all came together and you won it. All right, got about 1 more minute. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, Bill, good morning. Callium, will Gail Benson fire Loomis? I don't think so, but I think she should. Jeff, what up, my dude? Good morning. Guy Brooks, good morning. Antron, not going to be the same without King Mikey in the stadium. Who's the new Tiger coming to our house? Some people talked about these memes, who was I talking to? Oh, I don't want to say it was, but I was talking to someone yesterday. It was like, can you imagine a meme like if you had Mike the Tiger's cage looking as the new Tigers going by in the little trail, like, who's this? Who's this cat? Sort of thing. Matt, are you going to the Creed reunion tomorrow night in Biloxi? Yep. I'm going to go to the Creed reunion tomorrow night in Biloxi. I'm not going to watch LSU Bama or do Whiskey and Wine. I'm going to go to the Creed reunion in Biloxi. That's what I'm going to do. I'm guessing that's Mark. I can't see, it just says Facebook users. I can't, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that's Mark asking me about the Creed reunion. All right, I got to go. What a dismount, huh? All right, y'all have a great day. Thanks so much for, one more. Is it crazy to say the 11 Saints are better than 09? Not crazy. I've had guys who are on those teams tell me 11 was better than 09. Lance Moore said it. Scott Shanley said it. The 11 team was the greatest Saints team ever. They were 13-3, and the Packers that year were 15-1. So Packers got the 1 seed, and the Saints had to go travel, and they lost a heartbreaking game to the 49ers, where Pierre Thomas got concussed early in the game and knocked out, and the Vernon Davis play at the end did you in. Anyway, but yes, 11 was the most dominant team in Saints history. It was the greatest offense in the history of the NFL. Okay, got to go. Y'all have an awesome day. Please go check out Locked on LSU. All of our sponsors are linked in the description on YouTube and tagged on Facebook. Locked on LSU is live. We'll see you for AFR 3.